her Places I've Cried in Public, Amelie talks about the red flags that she ignored at the beginning of her relationship with Reese. These are sorts of warning signs that kind of indicate that the relationship was a controlling one rather than a loving one. Here are 7 common red flags that you should know about so you can look out for yourself as well as for your friends. So Reese isolates Amelie from her friends sort of slowly and deliberately until she ends up with no friends at all. This makes Amelie rely on Reese, which is exactly what he needs in order to control her. Later he uses his power to make her feel needy and insecure and like nobody loves her. So cheating isn't okay, but being constantly accused of cheating when you're just talking to somebody isn't okay. It's exhausting, and it's another tactic to just control and isolate you, make you nervous, and just have the abuser keep you all to themselves. In my book, Reese is charming and perfect and attentive at the beginning of the relationship, but over time, Amelie notices him change. He sometimes ignores her, even when she's there, right there, and that leads her to question what she's done to upset him. The answer is nothing. And then when he's upset, she continually starts pandering to him to try and win back that perfect, wonderful boyfriend that she had at the beginning, who sort of disappeared. Reese is always putting Amelie down in front of her friends and then saying, "It's just a joke and you're crazy," when she dares to get upset. But publicly humiliating somebody you love isn't really love. Constantly making someone feel insecure or needy or like they're always in the wrong is a way of controlling that person. When you believe you can't get anything right, then you start to lose all of your self-confidence. They might say, well, if you've got nothing to hide, then what's the problem? But you're entitled to your privacy, and they should respect that and trust you. Amelie is constantly trying to please Reese to make sure she doesn't upset him and to try and keep the Reese that she had at the beginning of her relationship. But constantly tiptoeing around somebody for fear of an emotional punishment isn't okay. It's not a healthy sign. The way that Reese and other abusive people act is not loving, it's controlling.